In this video, we're going to continue translating contextual problems. So let's read through the information and highlight important information. Natalie made green and blue candies to sell at a fundraiser. Let G represent the profit she makes in dollars selling the green candies, and let B represent the profit she makes in dollars selling the blue candies. Write the meaning of the following mathematical statements. So I'm going to put that in green since that's our goal. So basically in this problem, we're working in the reverse direction in context to the last problems. So we're given symbolic expressions or equations and we're told what the variables represent in words. Now we're going to write the symbolic form in word form in context. Okay? So the first one says B equals 2G. So first, I want to write the definition of the variable B. Okay, make sure you don't leave out any words. Okay, so let B represent the, so we're going to start at the profit she makes in dollars selling the blue candles. Okay, so I put that in brackets. Similarly, G represents, and we'll start at the profit she makes in dollars selling the green candles. Okay, don't leave anything out. You can't just say profit, you can't just say candles because we need to distinguish between the profit for the green and the blue candles because they're different, and we also want to make sure that we include that it's the profit in dollars. So basically, keep everything from this phrase. I know it's a lot to write. So let's start. B is, so we're going to write the profit she makes in dollars selling the blue candles. Okay, so that's B. Now I see an equal sign. So I'm going to write, instead of just is, I'm going to write is the same as. Okay, I just want you to see that phrase because we frequently use that instead of just saying is in context. So it is the same as, now we need 2G, so 2 times G. So I'm going to write 2 times the profit she makes in dollars selling the green candies. Okay, and I ended it with a period because this was an equation and therefore a sentence. Let's look at the next one. So this one is B minus G. So we're subtracting. So we'll think of this as a difference. So it's the difference between B and G. And we'll start with B since B is first in this order. So this represents the difference between, now we'll write what B represents, the profit she makes in dollars selling the blue candles. Oh, sorry, it is candles. I might have said candies before too. And then remember how this was phrased when we had a difference between, we'd write the first thing, then the word and. So now we'll write and the second quantity, which is the profit for green candles. The profit she makes selling green candles. Okay. So our entire phrase is the difference between the profit she makes in dollars selling the blue candles and the profit she makes selling green candles. And I left out dollars by accident, so I'll tack that on the end. She makes selling green candles. I'll just put in dollars. Okay. Let's look at the next one. G equals B minus 50. Okay, so we're going to start with the left-hand side is G. So the profit she makes in dollars, selling the green candles. That's the left-hand side of the equation. So now I have equals, so I'm going to write is the same as. And on the right-hand side, we have B minus 50. So B minus 50 is a difference, or we could think of this as 50 fewer than the profit she makes selling blue candles. And let's use that one. Either one is correct. We don't have to use either form, but since this is a number, I prefer that. Okay, so it is the same as 50, and what would it be? It would be $50 fewer than the profit she makes selling blue candles. So notice I added the unit of measure into the 50. Okay, so when we write it in symbolic form, we frequently don't put units, but when we write it, even though it's a number, the number is also representing dollars in this case. So let's read through it and check it. The profit she makes in dollars selling the green candles is the same as $50 fewer than the profit she makes selling blue candles. Okay. Let's look at the next one. B equals 30 plus G. Okay. So on the left-hand side, we have the profit she makes selling blue candles. Now we have the equal sign. Let's put in dollars is, and we could say 30 more than the profit that she makes selling green candles, or we could say the sum of 30 and the green candles. I'm going to go with the sum of $30. Now we put N to connect what we're finding the sum of, $30 and the profit she makes selling green candles. And we could put in dollars again. Okay. Here I wouldn't say you necessarily have to put in dollars because you wrote $30, so it's sort of implied, but we want to be thorough. And I'm seeing in the last problem, I didn't put that in dollars at the end. And again, probably because I just knew it wasn't necessary, but we'll put that on just to be sure. Okay. I will see you in the next video.